welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @BethRoars and I hold loads of votes on my Instagram, so you guys can vote on who I react to. Now, this reaction video is related to one of my podcast guests. It is Morgan James. You can find that episode on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, on Apple, on Acast, all the podcast places. Also, please do check out my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can get some more exclusive content and you can find out a little bit more about my scholarship fund for aspiring artists. This is Morgan James doing a cover of Take Me to Church with Scott Bradley from Postmodern Jukebox.
My lover's got humor. He's the giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped him sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, he's the last pure mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak. A new poison every week. We were born sick, I heard them say.
Now, Morgan can really sing, but one of the things she talks about in the podcast as well is that she's a real devotee of the lyric, and she keeps things simple and really focuses on expressing what she needs to express, and you can definitely see this here. She has a lot of tools in her toolbox, but she is very classy in how she uses them.
Church offers no absolutes. He says worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well. Amen.
It's all about this clear, cutting, yet warm, juicy tone, and then these little soul-y nuances, slides and scoops, and then sometimes a really hard consonant. But in this, it really oozes and flows and has feeling.
Take me to church. I will worship like a dog.
So they're going to that purposefully breathy place rather than going into that full punchy chorus. Now, I'm sure she'll go there later. It teases you. It's like, oh, that's not where I expected. I love that. I love that too.
I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church. I worship like a dog at the shrine of your light.
Ugh. What I'm loving is that she starts breathy, then she adds full chord closure, so you're getting a little bit more tone behind it, but it's still very head voicey, and now she's going into her mix. You're getting this very gradual build because she has so much control over the registers in her voice.
I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. If I'm a pagan of the good times, my love is the sunlight.
Slick riff.
To keep the God on my side, he demands a sacrifice to drain a whole sea. Get something shiny, something meaty for the main course.
And how I'm going to stop and start this so much because she's doing so many cool technical things, but train the whole sea with a little side, something shiny, with the vibrato the whole way through. She is someone that knows her voice well enough that she really plays around with all those nuances, really has control over them, how she gets on notes, how she gets off notes, how much chord closure she has, what amount of mix she is using, and she uses this to great effect, but also in a very subtle way, which you don't often see.
There's a fine-looking high horse. What you got in the stable? We've got a starving faithful. That looks tasty. That looks plenty. This is hungry work. Take me to church. I worship like a
So
god
this
at the shrine of your
It's like a
light.
full
I'll
mix.
tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church.
Take me.
Oh,
That's
the
fine.
shrine of your light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God,
It's so stable. Really punches through.
no masters or kings when the ritual begins. There is no sweeter innocence than our gentle sin.
Like, you just really feel that, like how she hung on the notes sweeter and made it feel sweet. Like, she is using those words and really expressing them. How do you make the word sweet sound like it is sweet? That is something to think about when you're singing.
In the madness and the soil of that sad earthly sea, only then am I human, only then am I clean. Take me to church.
Oh,
I'll
that
worship
stop.
like a dog at the shrine of your light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife.
I mean, that is a great tool, having a little stop. So you're like, it's like an intake of breath, like before the big note happens.
Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Take me to church at the shrine of your light. Or you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death. Good God, let me give you my life. Amen. Amen.
Woo!
Amen.
Mate,
Amen.
Morgan, you're getting me. Wow. Watching that really reminded me why I wanted Morgan on the podcast. She really is an incredible singer, both in expression and technique, and it's really rare that you get that balance. Often people are good at expression or technique, but she balances it so well. So I would suggest you go check out that episode of the podcast because she's also a super interesting woman. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.